So let's talk about a bill that my opponent decided to recently, in the last couple of weeks, introduce. It's currently in committee and it is HF 5125. Now, what this bill proposes to do is to modify some of the language regarding school board members to make it so that student school board representatives would then become full members with the ability to vote. Now, some people might think this sounds like a good idea. What's wrong with this? We're giving students more of a voice by letting them vote. But it's a lot more complicated than that. You see, I myself was a student school board representative when I went to high school. And I can tell you very definitively that this is a horrible idea for a couple of reasons. For one, student school board representatives tend to not actually be elected. They're just chosen by administration or some sort of panel. Most of the time, they're not even actually elected by students, and even if they were, they're elected by students, not actual adults who are going to be affected by the choices that the school board makes, which leads into the next point, is that these students would then be voting on things that they have no idea what they're talking about or doing with when it comes to levies, budgets for the school, pay increases or decreases, a bunch of budget items that the students have no idea what these actually mean or what the real world ramifications are for this. You have to remember most student school board representatives, as they are high school students, are under 18 or at the very best 18 years old. Most of them can't even vote in normal elections, and yet we're going to have them be voting members of a school board that can then levy taxes on us. This makes absolutely no sense. And I can say, as when I was a school board member, I wouldn't have known what to do for most of these votes. There was a reason I was just a member there to give my input from a student perspective, not actually vote on things, because I didn't know what was going on half the time. I wasn't in the work sessions. I wasn't in all these other parts of the school board meetings and outside time that was spent to fully understand and decide what to do with all these voting items. This just shows how disconnected he is when it comes to understanding these principles and what really is good for Minnesota and Minnesota citizens.